Got the yell on the outside this week, man. Damn, that might have crazy. But let's get to it. Welcome back to another episode of the House Divided Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Hewitt. I'm here with my guys Chris, aka Chubbs, DL, aka Mr. Always Right. This week we will be talking about the Super Bowl live reaction. This is right after the game. We talk about is did Aaron Donald solidify himself as the greatest defensive player ever? What does Cooper Cup rank? We'll be making a tier list of the top quarterbacks in the league based on this year, or based on whatever we want to make it based off of. Also, we'll get into the Adrian Peterson situation as well as any new coaching hirings. Kyler Murray being soft, Carson Wentz done in Indy. Let's go. So I feel like it's only right, shout out to everybody that's been listening to us each and every week. I know we really didn't drop any TikTok or Instagram clips. It's been a crazy, crazy week. But we'll be sure to make sure we get everything out. Chubbs did have a guest last week that said it wouldn't be close. You're completely wrong about that.
Hold
But
on.
before we get into it, I want to shout out to everybody that's been following us on TikTok and listening on TikTok. Jimmy G clip went a little crazy. Appreciate y'all. And also make sure y'all following us on TikTok at House Divided Sports. And then also make sure you're following us on Twitter at HC Sports Pod. We're gonna be getting a lot more active on Twitter. And Instagram is also FTO Entertainment. And then lastly, follow us, hit the comment, subscribe on YouTube. House Divided Sports on YouTube. But let's get into it. Super Bowl just happened. This is a live reaction, folks. The Super Bowl just ended. And what do we think? I want to say this is the greatest playoffs I've ever watched in my lifetime. From wild card weekend to the Super Bowl, this has been a great playoffs. Every playoff ended, pretty much every game ended with like a touchdown in the final minute or 2 minutes, which is crazy. Like the game winning score in the final minute or 2 minutes of the game, which is wild and crazy. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I think this was the best playoffs that I've watched in a while. I just want to get to that. Do you guys agree with that first?
I definitely think it's been one of the more entertaining ones in recent times, but I won't say that what I watched tonight was one of the greatest Super Bowl games I've ever seen. Like, it was a really good game. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's been other games I'm like, oh, this is the greatest Super Bowl game that I have personally watched. Great game though. It was very entertaining, but as a whole, the playoffs, yeah, playoffs have been really, really good this year.
Yeah, I agree too. It's been very entertaining. None of my picks are correct. You know,
Mister Always Right.
it's always
It was
right. None of my picks
always
are correct.
wrong.
But this Super Bowl was entertaining. Like Chris said, expect a different outcome. Definitely, the Bengals should have held on to it. But overall, I enjoyed it. Halftime show was pretty lit. Very
Yeah,
entertaining.
definitely the best
Represent,
halftime show
one
in
of the best
years.
halftime shows ever. Represent for Black History Month. Shout out to them. But yeah, great season. Fantastic ending.
In years,
I
Wayne?
think
In years?
yeah. Oh yeah, this is the best
So
one in years.
so
Not even close.
I know people. Some people ragged on the last year one, but I didn't think Weekend did bad. And then
Weekend didn't do
I
bad, but
think
this one did.
Bruno Mars did it. Bruno Mars did really good.
Nah, this one was
It's
way
just
better.
who performed. That's what it
Who
was.
performed?
Honestly, bro, it was lit. It was
It was
lit
who
half the
performed.
time. But
It's
I wish
just
they did a little bit more songs. Just a little bit.
they
They had
couldn't
a
make it.
large.
Yeah,
They had
I
too many
know.
people, so they couldn't
Yeah.
do as many
they couldn't
songs.
make it
But
too. Yeah,
let's get into the Super Bowl though. So you guys said Chubb said he felt like this wasn't one of the best Super Bowls that he watched, and I can agree with that statement because I felt like the Super Bowl that we wanted to watch and we all were waiting for this great Super Bowl got ruined once Odell Beckham Jr. got hurt. I
I
think
100%
that
agree.
changed the course of the entire Super Bowl. And in agreement with DL. He made this statement earlier that if Odell does not get hurt, he probably goes for 7 catches, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And I don't, and I he wins MVP.
yeah.
This was Odell's game, and I'm praying that it's not an ACL. I'm praying that at a minimum it's meniscus.
I think
That
it's
way he can get
meniscus.
that way he can get his money. But it looked like an ACL, unfortunately. But we're
He,
hoping that it's not.
He was
But
walking, so that
he
might
Odell,
was
be
out there with
that
that. He
might
was
be
out there
mild.
walking.
Yeah, it might
you
be
can walk with
mild.
an ACL, bro.
I
You
guess.
You
can walk with ACL,
But
but
back to what you said. All right, yeah, I did say there was no chance, and to the credit, if Odell did not get hurt, like they both stated, that game would have got out of hand because as soon as he went down, that offensive scheme completely changed. Like they were having issues. Stafford did not look like Stafford at the beginning of the game. Stafford was out there dicing and diming to everybody when Odell was
I
out there.
honestly think, but he was still throwing the same passes, just people weren't capitalizing. I was really
Right.
disappointed with the way Van Jefferson played. He played well all season, but I feel like in this Super Bowl game, Odell gets hurt. It's your coming out party, time for you to show up, and
know,
he's out. You come out here and ball like you've been doing all season, and like literally, this solidified the reason why they needed to get Odell, even though they won in the end. Their offense was stagnant from when Odell got hurt to pretty much that game winning drive.
I think his
Because they got
body's
the
recovering.
ball,
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead,
say,
man.
I said they got the ball on the 50-yard line or close to Bengal territory, like four drives in a row on punts. And they got
Yeah,
like three and outs or a first down and then a three and out. Like it was
yeah.
bad. They couldn't run the
But
ball at all. They ran the ball 22
Yeah,
times for 44 yards.
I'm gonna give Bengals their flowers because that defense came and showed up today.
the
The
run defense showed
defensive
up.
front.
The run
Jermaine
defense showed
Pratt.
up.
Jermaine Pratt probably played the best game of his whole career. That dude was sticking the running backs before they even got past line of scrimmage. That's how you feel as a linebacker. That boy came was coming up booming. So like that Bengals defense was balling.
Now, if Odell was
Run
out there,
defense.
he would have definitely opened up the field more. Because he had two big plays, just
Two
explosive
catches for
plays.
52 yards. It's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. So and it definitely would have opened up the for Cooper Cup, Higby, and all of them. They just got out of there. I feel
Yeah.
like when something like that happens,
Higby didn't play.
Yeah, Higbee
yeah,
didn't play. He
I
was hurt.
mean, he didn't play. Um,
Yeah.
but now when something like that happened, like the team just being shocked, like, oh, is he coming back? Like, we need him, blah blah blah. We do. So they get caught up in the hype, so they got shell shocked. I feel like a little bit got out of the game, but they got back into it. Stafford,
What
dunking it
would you
down there.
guys what would you guys say is the biggest reason why they won the game? Go Theo.
Biggest reason why they won was I want to say because they stayed consistent. They stayed consistent in their defense. Um, I don't want to blame it on that call, but that PI call, even with that touchdown that the Bengals did have that PI call. Jalen Ramsey was playing good defense on that play. He definitely that was a play that determined a lot for that game. The play call. So I would
Yeah,
say,
12 seconds into the half. That was crazy. But the
yeah. So
fact that that wasn't called was really
yeah,
wild to me.
and like
He
I think
almost
like
broke his neck. God damn it.
yeah, and I think at the time like the ref probably just wasn't in like sight of view or line of sight
Yeah.
to see it. But it definitely was a flag. But they stayed consistent. They didn't get all riled up. They kept rushing, and they start rushing them more. Um, so yeah, I just think they stay consistent as a defense, and that's what I felt like that's what they were supposed to, and that's why I was rooting for the Bengals. Joe
I
Burrow got
think
sacked how many times, and he still
in
only
the
threw
second
it.
half it was
Yeah,
crazy how
it
many
was
times
like
he got
nine.
sacked.
Like yeah, well, no, it wasn't nine. It was
Damn near 9 times. Because I think Chris said it, Chris Collinsworth said it one time. He was like, in the first half, he only got sacked one time, and then like the next two drives, he got sacked 4 times. It was like,
yeah,
wow, it was, and I think that was to me that was the biggest reason why they won. Their pass rush showed up
yeah,
in the second half. They started scheming it differently so they wouldn't be able to double team and triple team. Like they started even when they started doing the double team and triple team, it was like, all right, we know your right guard is your weak link. So what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna move the center this way. We're gonna run a stunt on your right guard and right tackle. Von Miller is gonna start getting active, and then sometimes we're gonna blitz five and put somebody right over the center. That way you guys can't go ahead and put one on one. I mean, double team Aaron Donald or triple team Aaron Donald. And I think just it's been like the moniker for like the past 4 or 5 Super Bowls. It's like the defensive line. Every team that's had a good defensive line has pretty much won a Super Bowl. The year the Chiefs won it, like Frank Clark and Chris Jones started going off in the second half. That's why they were able to come back. And then last year, obviously, we know the Bucks' defensive line was crazy. When the Eagles won it, their D line was crazy. But one thing that surprised me about this whole entire Super Bowl, we talked about how they couldn't run the ball. I think this is like the first Super Bowl that I've watched in a long time where the team that couldn't run the ball won the game, which is really wild. Because even when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, like Darren Williams, people were like, "Yo, he should have won the MVP over Patrick Mahomes because the way he was running the ball." So like that was like the most surprising thing to me out of this whole game was like how they were able to win the game when literally everyone in the second half was either at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield until that last one.
Yep.
What do you think, Chubbs? Why they?
You guys kind of already stated it. I could easily say, you know, I'm not going to say it because my real answer is going to be in a minute, but I could easily say Cooper Cup showed up at the right time, got open, and they made the right plays at really the perfect time because they were struggling the whole second half to move the ball up until 4 minutes left in the game. But so I think the big thing is they went in halftime, they made adjustments. First half, it seemed like they were doing was rushing four, and that, like you said, they were only rushing four. That gives you an extra body on Aaron Donald. So big thing, I think that they did the best, and I think it's the reason why they end up winning because you got Joe Burrow flustered. He starts making bad decisions. You get in his head, you hit him a little bit. They were actually starting to blitz and send a little bit more pressure, freeing up Aaron Donald. Freeing up Aaron Donald, like you said, to free up Von Miller on a stunt.
I
So
mean,
it was big.
I
That was
don't,
the biggest part, I think.
I don't think Burrows got flustered though. He played a pretty good game.
He was
That
getting
was
smacked.
He was
Tyler
getting
Boyd did
smacked
drop.
around.
He dropped a crucial third down pass.
Tyler
That was
Boyd, he
crucial.
definitely dropped a crucial
Tyler
third
Boyd,
down.
yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
big.
crucial. But yeah, I think he played a good game. He kind
No,
of
he
lived up to
he,
the hype.
he played
I
good.
want to say again, I apologize. T. Higgins, I mean, he played good, but like outside of that PI, he still had a good game. So I'll give him his props.
Higgins is nice.
He's nice. He's nice. Even though that PI was very egregious, I can't believe it was called. So, a question for you guys: what does this mean for Matthew Stafford's legacy?
He's a Hall of
He
Famer.
solidified himself as a bona fide Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall
I
of
mean,
Famer.
his stats aren't nothing too crazy. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 283 yards.
But it's
Not
not.
too.
It's not. We're talking about his career,
Let's
right?
say he's
His
a Hall
career.
of Famer. Let's not say he's a bona fide Hall of Famer.
No, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of
I,
Famer.
I'm
He's
not
res-
bona fide.
wait. He
Bona
is
fide means
responsible. He
he's
is
gonna get
responsible.
there.
He's responsible for number one and number two on the receiving list, and he has a ring now. He is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
About
Yeah, he's
time,
gonna be in
yeah.
Hall of Fame.
It's like
He might be a second, third round ballot, but he's gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
He
I don't
might
think
not
he's
be
no
done
first round.
though. You
longevity
think
is
this is
about
the
No,
only
no,
time
longevity.
he's going to win a championship?
that's
Huh?
my next question. Do you guys think the Rams can run it back next year?
Question: Is the whole
Mm,
team coming back? Are we keeping Odell? Are we keeping Von Miller? Because
we're definitely keeping Odell.
Von Miller, I think is a free agent. I think.
I think he is too. But I mean, to me, as you can see, it's never the best thing to run it back exactly. I think you go ahead and get some additional pieces. Whitworth
You
is
got a receiver. Oh, Robert Woods. Not bad. They got Robert Woods coming back.
Robert Woods coming back. If they could get, I would try to get Robert Woods and Odell to come back. I don't know about Von Miller just because he's a little bit older. Try to get a little younger person.
I don't
Shit, they could
know.
get Mike Williams. I'd try. You guys know I love Mike Williams. If they could get Mike Williams, that would be a great
They're,
pickup
Mid,
for them as well.
that's
mid,
not even their biggest need. Their biggest need
mid Williams.
this offseason is going to be replacing Andrew Whitworth.
Yeah, so they could have to go after Armstead.
And they get
Um,
like left tackle. No, they're not going to have money for Armstead. They're going to have to go in the draft to get a tackle.
I don't think they have the draft picks because they traded for
Oh,
everybody.
you're right. Oh,
Yeah.
they're in trouble.
So damn, I was gonna say they got a chance of running back, but literally everybody would have to come back on the deal. They have to get everybody back,
Nah, we
but
won't
everybody's
see
gonna be
Matthew.
older.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl for a while, or Joe
Well,
Burrow.
no, probably ever again. He's
That's
34.
my that's my next question. What does this? What do you guys think for the Bengals?
This was their shot.
This was their shot. This was
This
their
is their one and done.
one
They're not gonna.
shining movie.
I mean, just look at just he a Ravens fan, so you already know he gonna be like
Well,
every
he's a
year from
Steelers
now
fan,
on. Yeah, exactly. And then they got
so
the Browns, so they won that division by far, in my opinion. but they just got hot and kept it going. But they
And
I,
sometimes
I
that's
think
what you
yeah,
need as an
so
NFL team. Get hot at the right time.
ain't
And
no
that
way
it was
Joe
happens.
just
Burrow getting nowhere getting sacked that many times moving forward. Like
yeah,
that
like I
can't be
think
his niche. That cannot be his niche.
yeah, they got to go get some. They got to obviously go get some O linemen. That's their
So the,
biggest need.
that that's the new narrative now, right? I talked to you, Wayne. We were talking about it during the game. Did they make? It's not going to be a mistake because Jamar Chase is amazing. But like, should they have focused on protecting that like Joe Burrow over getting an explosive threat?
Who are other receivers in this year?
Like
Uh,
rookies?
the Rondell Moore,
Yeah, Rondale, that was a second round pick.
Hmm.
Then you had Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore. He got hurt though. I think was
Elijah
it
Moore
worth?
balled
Do
though.
you are you mad at the Jamar Chase pick? Looking back now,
No, I
no.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
But
be. No.
could I have still made it to the Super Bowl without Jamar Chase
So
if I got a better if I got
so
um
Wayne,
so
Wayne, this is the
the
question.
guy
This
from Detroit and then
no,
got a receiver in the second round?
you wouldn't have got Sewell. Sewell would have been number one. It was should you have what number five with Chase or Rashawn Slater, who didn't give up a sack all year from a rookie left tackle for the Chargers? That's the
No.
guy.
Sewell got drafted after Chase.
No, Sewell was number one or two.
No. Remember, quarterbacks got picked first.
I'm telling you, Sewell was before Jamar.
I swear. Let me see.
I'm telling you, I think Jamar was the number five pick. And if Sewell wasn't one or two, he was top three. I'm pretty positive
Let me see. I'm trying to see when he got drafted. I'm
because
pretty
even
sure.
even if
Jamar
that's
Chase was
so,
number one.
Rashawn Slater had a better year than Sewell.
Yeah.
He made the Pro Bowl rookie year.
Rashawn Slater definitely had a better year. But nah, I wouldn't have. It was either Sewell or Chase. If Sewell got drafted, then they didn't make a mistake. I swear Sewell got drafted afterwards.
Maybe,
I'm just trying to double
but
check it right here. He got drafted
I thought he was
seventh.
the number.
Yeah, he got drafted seventh.
Oh, Sewell. I thought the
Yeah,
Lions had an earlier pick than that.
nah, seventh. So
But
I think
Slater was
they
six
probably
though.
do the same thing. You get like a Rondell Moore, Elijah Moore, any other receiver in the draft. I mean, you still got T. Higgins, still got Tyler Boyd, got C.J. Uzama. You still got those people. I think, in my opinion, you could probably made it to the Super Bowl still. Had better protection. Might have been a little bit better, but I mean, you got Jamar Chase. He's going to be a top five receiver in the league for the next 5 to 10 years. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason to look back on it. Now you just got to go ahead and get an O lineman now. But is the O lineman going to be as good as the guys that were in last draft? When, in my opinion, this draft class coming up is probably one of the worst draft classes we had in a while.
Well. Here's what I'll say: if you're not in the top 16 picks, you're not getting a good tackle in this draft.
Yeah, this is probably the worst like draft in a really long time. This is like the Dion Jordan draft from when the guy from Oregon, the Dolphins had to pick him. This is
No,
a bad draft.
there's defensive guys out there though in
I
this
like
draft.
Kyle Hamilton. He's the only person I like in this entire draft class.
Nah,
I can see being some stuff.
the Michigan pass
I
rushers
don't
are
think Aiden Hutchinson going to be that
the
nice.
other one. The other one. They sleep on the other guy. I forgot. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his name because it's hard to pronounce. But
But I
don't
and
want
then
to mess
Dio
it up.
kind of alluded to it. I agree. I think this was the Bengals' next best chance. I don't see them being in the AFC Championship at least for the next 5 years. And next year, I don't think that they are going to finish top two in the AFC North either. I think this was the down year for the division, and they capitalized on it as you should. Down year, but no, I think the Steelers get a lot better. I think the Bengals, I think the Browns get better, and I think the Ravens get healthy. So it's going to be another tough division, and I just don't see it. They got swept by the Browns last year in the down year. They may have swept the Ravens and the Steelers, but that's not happening again. So I just don't see it happening. But yeah, so I think this was their best opportunity, and I'm so glad that the Joe Burrow Tom Brady comparisons are over.
I don't know
But
anymore. I don't even think.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
so
the media did not help Joe Burrow out this whole week.
they didn't. They put a lot of pressure on his back.
He played
Yeah.
well though. Like I think he played well.
Well, I'm saying like
Oh no, he didn't play bad. But if you really look at his season, his stats from this postseason, they're very mid.
he had four
They're
touchdowns and two interceptions up until tonight. Like, come on.
Hey, I
they're
mean, I
very
wouldn't say
mid.
that they're less efficient than Mac Jones and more effective.
I'm just saying they won a game where he didn't throw a touchdown and he threw an interception.
Yeah.
He won a game where they gave up 11 or 9 sacks.
I
Like,
mean, we won
So
a game where he threw the ball 3 times. So I mean,
now it's in the post. That's in the regular season. We're talking about playoffs.
that's in a
The
football
postseason,
game.
because when you saw what really happened in the postseason, y'all can run the ball three times.
We couldn't do nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this was the Bengals' best opportunity to do anything, and these Joe Burrow top five debates can end. Like he's a good quarterback. He's cool, but let's let him develop more. Let's not try to throw him in that Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen,
Yes.
Lamar Jackson tier. Like
Sentence.
he's a
Right
better
here,
thrower of the
sentence.
ball than Lamar Jackson, but as a complete package, he might take Lamar right now still, just because Lamar's an MVP. But he hasn't played. I think they're neck and neck. I don't think it's way ahead
No
of the line.
rebuttal, Chris. You don't have a rebuttal for that comment about
all
throwing the
I
ball
gotta
more
say
than Lamar
is
Jackson.
my whole rebuttal is look at the winning percentage out of the last 5 years. He's up there with the best in NFL history in the first 5 years. Let's give Joe Burrow a little bit of time, but he's not going to do that. He's on the Bengals. This is his
Start,
best year
hey
he
Chris,
had.
start the narrative. Joe Burrows can't win the Super Bowl.
He can't win the big one.
He can't win the big one. He's never gonna have an opportunity to prove himself
Nah,
again.
but I can't. I've been this whole week. I can't stand Joe Burrow now just because how they
They
put
were
him out
going
there,
crazy on
and he's
him, man.
cocky. It's not confidence, bro. He is cocky.
He
He's got a
definitely is cocky.
and I'm
But
sorry, Who Day
like
Nation.
Aaron
Your
Donald
quarterback
said,
has a
get the
variable,
gat, get the
punchable
gat, get
face.
the gat, get 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 the gat. So, and it's crazy. He just been blessed by being on good teams because he couldn't beat Dwayne Haskins out for the job in Ohio State. So, uh, but but yeah, I think I just don't think they're going to do anything else move forward. They need to get some O linemen. They have a lot of money because their coach is cheap. So let's see what they can do. But I don't think they're going to be back in the AFC Championship Super Bowl picture next year or the next 2 years, in my opinion. I think Tyler Boyd's probably going to leave because he's not getting the touches that he needs. After leading the team and receiving the past 3 seasons, now he was like the fourth target. I don't think he's fucking with that at all.
They
Um,
highlight Joe Burrows and Jamar Chase bromance too much for me.
yeah, it was way too much, bro. He called him God. He called him God and stuff. Like I do whatever he said. He's like God to me. I'm like, what? Like
They say he's going door to door knocking on his neighbor's door, asking if he could buy their house to live next to him. Like,
they gotta relax, bro.
they
They
wild.
gotta relax. But let's talk about Kyler Murray. So after the Pro Bowl, he got pissed, deleted everything. Only two pitchers, and now today or yesterday came out that he is upset with the Cardinals franchise because he felt like he was scapegoated and embarrassed by the way they lost. So my question is now I'm going to ask: we got to keep the same energy for basketball players, for football players that we do for basketball players. Is Kyler Murray being soft?
Yes, and the reason why I say it is what what time has the QB not got shit for losing in the playoff game? You're the franchise piece. You're the leader of the team. If you play poorly, which he did, it comes with being a quarterback in the NFL. Like it's just showing how immature he really is. You know, and it makes me question if he really loves football. If he
That
made a
was a
mistake.
question because baseball there's not that much pressure in baseball on the singular player. Typically, it's like you're the pitcher than in football. So I agree. I think he is being super soft. I don't understand. Like Lamar got all this hate, and Lamar played 10 times better than he did. If Lamar can handle that, then you should be able to handle it. No one is getting on you the way Lamar got killed. So he needs to relax. This is really super soft on his end. Like it's not like you did anything good in the game. Like bro, you threw for less than 100 yards. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you like? What are you talking about?
No,
You got weapons. You got people
yeah,
around you.
that too. So you got a team around you. It's not like you have they set you up like with. I'm sorry, they set Patrick Mahomes up against the Buccaneers with the linemen. You didn't have that situation. I'm sorry, you didn't.
You just played terrible, and you lost to a team that was clearly better than your team. Maybe you got on your high horse because you guys started off 7-0, but you always find a way to get hurt. You need to find a way to get healthy. You need to stop taking hits if that's what's happening and running around all crazy. You
Motherfucker
need
needs
to
to
do better.
put the video games down and just work on your craft. So you know you don't have no fucking excuses.
He nice in 2K. I ain't gonna lie.
He is good. He's signed to Phase, which you know that's a pretty big gaming
He be whooping your
thing.
ass in the park.
But what do you think?
I don't know. You know how it is with the social media drama. Maybe it ain't even that deep. You know, maybe it's a.
Well, I know there are
No, it's
reports that
deep.
came out though.
It's
The
deep.
reports came out like he's telling people he's upset. He literally feels like he's saying he's pulling a Ben Simmons.
I do appreciate
I
the
mean,
Arizona
but
Cardinals
Ben Simmons,
trolling back. I do
Ben Simmons
appreciate
got out
that
of
though.
there though. So I mean, is it a situation where he wants to get out of there? Then,
I
like,
think it's getting to that.
to answer the question, yes, he is being soft. I would say he's being soft, but like I said, it's you know, it's a business. You know, it's about money. If you ain't comfortable being somewhere, you want out. You know, like you said, the Julius Randle effect. If the fans ain't treat you a certain way, your organization ain't treat you a certain way, you ain't feeling the love. You know, maybe he is young. There's a lot of things that go into it. So I don't know. I don't, I can't speak too much about it. But he is being soft. He should keep it under wraps as a grown man. You know.
And I agree with that sentiment. Like, tighten up, bro. Like, it's not that bad. All right, trust me, it's not that bad. Like, you're being upset about some stupid shit. Like, of course you're gonna get blamed, but that happens. It happens to the best of them. So, like,
Yeah.
fuck her up, Buttercup.
Young people feel that pressure though.
Dude, people getting on Patrick Mahomes this year.
Yeah,
You don't
Patrick
see him,
Mahomes,
but
this
you
is the
don't see
thing.
him
He
crying.
ain't got nothing to prove though. Patrick Mahomes ain't got nothing to prove.
I mean he does because he wants to be in that Brady tier. So he got something to prove.
People like you already put him in that Brady tier.
Yeah,
So what difference does it
listen.
make?
I said he's the one person that has a chance. I didn't put him in there yet. He has a chance.
Lamar has a chance. Look, give Lamar 3 rings.
Lamar, the only thing Lamar don't have a chance of is getting the amount of passing stats as everybody. He'll get more
That's
rushing, but he'll still get a lot of passing, but he'll
Look,
get more rushing than anybody.
if
That's the only way.
Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson has 3 Super Bowls at least, he will be the best quarterback. He will be better than Patrick Mahomes.
how many Super Bowls are you giving Patrick Mahomes? Are you just saying he doesn't win anymore? Because I
If
mean he
they
has to beat Patrick every time we win these two Super Bowls, and that's not happening.
All right, whoever wins more Super Bowls
hey, he beat him this year. He's only good as your last
will be the better
performance.
quarterback,
Yeah, what
in
did
my
I get him?
opinion. Because winning
I
will
lost to the
sure play a
Dolphins.
factor for me in the quarterback decision.
All right, man. But we're opening up a new segment here in the off season that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing tier lists. So I'm going to throw it up on the screen right now for a tier list. We're going to do our QB tier list, and it goes just like this. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. And then we're going to post this on social media, of course. But the tiers go elite, almost elite, good, average, trash. So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start it off right here with the QBs here. The order's gonna go. We're gonna go DL, Chubbs, then to me. So you're
Oh, you
gonna
gotta go
I,
last, right?
no, because I'm just gonna click on the
Nah, I
quarterback,
got you.
and then you guys grade him properly. At the end of this, each person has 2 bumps they can do. So if they don't agree with what somebody said, they can bump this person down or bump somebody up. So,
So time
but
out.
the
Is all of these are going to be ranked? Every last one of these quarterbacks.
Every last one of these quarterbacks are going to be ranked.
Make it
So
all.
make sure you rate them properly. Like, don't throw somebody elite when you know they're not elite, bro. Like, don't. This going to be a whole conversation. So we're going to
Teddy
start this
B.
off with. We're going to start this one off. I believe this quarterback here is Taylor Heineke. DL, where do you
That's
rank him?
not. That looks like Alex Smith.
Is that Alex Smith? That's
That looks
definitely
like
Alex
Alex
Smith.
Smith. But
That's
let's just go with Taylor Heineke. Let's just call him Heineke.
Yeah, because I
All
don't see
right.
Heineke on this
And I don't see
list.
him on this list.
who
So
is this
where do you
dude
have
just
him?
suit on? I have him average.
Average. Okay. Chubbs, Aaron Rodgers.
Elite.
I'm going with Baker Mayfield. Putting him at good. Ben Roethlisberger,
He
Big
shouldn't even
Ben.
really be in this right now if he's retired, but we can put it, we talk to him
We can
about
just
it.
put him on here. Brady's on here. We're gonna base it off of this season, past couple seasons,
He
man.
was at, well, I'm sorry. You guys got it's yours.
Yeah, where you on him?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Behind or in front of Baker Mayfield?
In front of
Oh my
I'm not gonna
goodness.
try to blend my
Cam Newton.
This is crazy.
Who's this? Me?
Yeah, Cam Newton. Chubbs.
Trash.
Yeah.
This year? We're going off this year. Come on. Come on. Come
Oh
on.
All
man.
right, Dak Prescott. I am placing him in good, above uh, Big Ben. Daniel Jones.
Oh my god. Trash. Trash.
In front of or behind?
And behind, in
All
front,
right.
behind.
Derek Carr.
Okay. Almost,
Man.
almost elite.
Okay. He didn't play this year, but if based on his past 2 years, where you? Oh, this is me, Deshaun Watson. I'm tripping. Elite.
Mm.
Drew Lock.
Oh my god. Street block.
Um,
Talking about
Trash.
why? Talking about why did y'all? Why y'all at Deshaun
I,
getting in
I
there
wouldn't,
with
I
Drew?
wouldn't, I wouldn't have put him elite. Maybe almost elite would have been better.
Bro, he's better than Derek Carr.
Then you could put him in front of Derek Carr.
No, bro, he's elite. He's an elite quarterback. When we last seen him, he was in
Save
the
it for
top
the
five
bumps,
QBs.
guys. Save it for
Okay,
the
well, I'm
bumps.
going to save it for the
Y'all better
bumps.
not bump
I
him,
might
bro.
use two bumps on him.
Yo, do not use him. Drew Lock. The
Trash.
Just put
in
the next
front.
guy trash. Put the guy next trash. I'm not even going to say it. We don't even, Nick Foles can go trash. We don't even need to talk about Nick Foles. You might as well put him trash too.
Like I'm an average. Jared
Kirk
Goff. You just
Cousins.
said,
Oh, I love this Jared.
Oh, who's up? It's DL. Damn, you guys are
yeah,
getting all the
Jalen
good ones. I'm
Hurts.
getting all the easy ones.
Jalen Hurts
He's average, bro.
in front of these two, or
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in front of him. Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Don't try this, man. You better not try this, man.
See, I'm like, it's hard because he's either good or he's average to me. It's hard. Um, you know what? I'm gonna put him in good. I'm gonna put him in good. He's not in front of
Good.
Baker. I'll put him behind Baker for right now.
All right. Justin Fields is trash.
That's
Jimmy G is average.
In front of everybody, or where you want to?
Behind Jalen Hurts.
You got a rebuttal to my Justin Fields trash? He played trash this year.
uh, court's not out on him yet, but
Here's a good one for you. Joey B. Joe Shiesty, Chuz.
almost elite.
Oh
In
my
front or
god.
behind Derek Carr?
He's in front of Derek.
Why, bro?
You don't like that deal?
I
So,
hate
so, so question. It's a question like,
Where do you want him at? Where do you want him at?
that. Good.
Good.
oh, I thought you were thinking he was elite.
Stop it.
I think he's almost elite, but
What did I just say? You're never going to see him in a Super Bowl again. Like he's
that doesn't mean that just means he's in a tough
that.
conference
That's
and
it.
division. That we just said it. AFC North is probably the toughest division. Let's not sit here and act like it's not.
Go ahead, man. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen,
That's
where do you
it's
want him?
easy.
That's you.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, it's you. I had Joey B. I'm about to say trash. What? Oh, Okay.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm
I was
chilling.
about to
I'm
say, come on, bro.
I was gonna
All
say
right, Josh
Um,
Herbert.
good.
Wait. You think Derek
no.
Carr is better than Herbert?
You
I
can
don't.
switch.
I didn't put
You can
Derek
use a
Carr
bump.
almost elite.
Who put Derek Carr on almost elite?
Not
I,
me.
I did. Because all he's missing is another receiver in the offensive line. We even said his stats were crazy. Like, come on, he's almost elite.
Nah, bro. Derek Carr is all right. I know where one of my bumps going. All
He's
right,
almost elite.
Kirk Cousins.
Almost elite. I was joking. He's average to me. Sorry.
No,
He's
wait.
in front in front of Jalen Hurts.
He said Derek. Yeah,
Nah,
I did say that.
he's good. He's in front of Big Ben.
Bro, he was about to get me so hot. I knew you was about to
He
put
said,
Baker, James, and
wait.
Big Ben around me. Kyler Murray. That's me.
That's me. No, it's not.
Nah, he's better than that. Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Trash like that. Put it elite, of course.
All
Jesus.
right, I know where one of my other posts is going. Mac Jones.
Nah, put him in front of Deshaun
Yeah, put
Watson. Bro.
yeah, put him in front of Deshaun. You know better.
Come on now. Deshaun Watson didn't even play this year.
Facts.
I don't care.
Lamar Berry.
Oh my God.
Mac Jones.
Why does man got on the suit?
You already know where to put this principal ass motherfucker.
Ah, somewhere in between average and trash.
Put him right where he at. Way.
I'll put him average. Average. I'll give him the benefit of doubt. He had the best rookie season out of the rookies. Put him last though on average.
Bro, you're not saying Heineke and Jared
Right.
Goff's better
Then
than Mac Jones,
all
bro.
right. Then put Jared Goff. Nah, bro. Jared Goff honestly better than Heineke. I don't know how Jared Goff is not in front of Heineke. And you can put Heineke at the very end and put Jared Goff in front. Yes, in front of Mac Jones. Yep.
Bro, no, bro. We're gonna get killed, bro, for this list.
Nah, we're not gonna get killed. What does Mac Jones do that's like great? Like, come on,
That man's
All right.
trash, bro.
we're a
Now
glorified game manager.
He's Cam's trash.
When we're going off this year, I mean, I know he was a
Matt
sub and Pro
Ryan.
Bowler.
Matt Ryan. That's where you put him, Wayne. Okay.
yeah.
Matt Ryan, good.
Hold on,
Okay.
I gotta fix this. 'Cause- there we go.
I would have Jalen Hurts over Matt Ryan this year, but that's
Bro,
just
you're
me.
wilding, bro. Don't get me
I
mad,
don't
bro.
think Matt Ryan was that great this
Patrick
year.
Mahomes still.
In front of
Why am I
Josh
even
Allen.
asking?
In front of Josh Allen.
Russell
Yeah, that's a
Wilson.
good one. Who almost elite this year, but he's in front of Joe Burrow, in my opinion.
So almost elite this year.
Yeah, he was outside of the top five, top. So that's the thing. Like, is the elite supposed to be top five, top six? Like, that's my
Yeah,
thing.
top six. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he's like right outside that, in my opinion, this year.
All right, let's go with who is this motherfucker?
Well, nah, he's almost elite this year. This year. That's Tannehill.
That's Tanny.
That's Tannehill.
Oh, where we
That's
going
that's
from?
that's that's Bobby
Oh, that's
Brennan.
me. Oh, no, he's better than Baker, bro. We have too many QBs in this list, so Baker has to go down there. All right, who put Big? All right, we can. Who put Big Ben?
You put
I,
Baker in good.
I didn't put Big. You put Big Ben in good though, Dio.
Yeah, he is.
He was average this year.
He's
All
better
right,
than Kirk Cousins. He's Matt Ryan. Why is Matt Ryan
he's
in
not
good?
better than
I agree. I
anybody
know.
else in this.
I agree with Matt Ryan. He was average, but
Why is Matt Ryan in good? But that's another story. I ain't talking
James
about Matt.
Winston could be average too. But You guys told me to not disrespect him because he actually could get shit done when he has the right stuff around him. But
That's some trash.
yeah, well, that's not the next one. That's am I up?
I
Uh,
was up.
yeah,
Well,
Jeff was up.
let me do this one because I know a certain
Sam
listener is gonna love hearing this.
Sam
Uh,
Darnold. Sam
Sammy
Darnold.
D.
Oh, that's
Little
that's
backstory.
bad.
DL. We thought me and Wayne thought he was gonna be
I
something
can't
on the
see this.
Carolina Panthers, but Joey, if you're watching this, when everyone watches, he was trash this year, so put him in trash.
Where's he in?
We were wrong. He is in front of Cam Newton though.
All right.
Put him in front of Justin Fields too. He had better. He had some games that were not trash, but he was trash. Sorry. Now you go, D. I'm sorry. You can have Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
I just wanted to do that one.
Almost delete
Where's he at?
in front of Russell
In front
Wilson.
of everybody.
Yeah,
You got to give the Super Bowl champion in front of him.
was a Super Bowl
Teddy
champion
B.
MVP.
That's you, Wayne.
Oh, that's me.
Don't try my man, bro. Don't try my man.
Keep it
Teddy
no,
B,
be
man.
real, be real. That's the right.
No, bro. Come
Nah.
on, bro. Don't try my man
Oh
Teddy B, bro.
man,
Not trash.
he is not that good.
What you mean? He was balling until he got hurt.
He's always been productive for
Balling.
the Niners. Yes, he's always been productive.
So we're gonna put Tom Brady where?
First,
He, nah, he didn't win MVP, so he'd be second.
That's
He'd be second.
DL. Oh, DL, come on, don't
Well,
do
oh
that.
yeah, it's DL. So yeah,
Where are you
I
putting
mean,
him,
it's
DL?
DL. He's first. He's the best. He's the greatest player
Oh my
of all time.
god, bro.
Come on, bro.
He didn't even make it to the championship game, bro.
He has 7 rings, bro.
No, but we're talking about this year though.
What you mean this? Come on, bro.
All
I
right.
don't know how the MVP can't be the best quarterback.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The MVP got to be the
Y'all said
best.
he had better. Tom Brady had better
He
stats.
did, but he has the hardware though.
The MVP of the league has to be number one, DL.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of. I mean, don't get me wrong.
By default,
The stats were
default,
great with
by
Brady.
default. I'll give it to you by default.
Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence,
shit, average right now.
where you got him at?
I will put him in front of.
He got to be behind Mac. He
It
played
has to be
worse than
behind
Mac.
Mac. He did play better than Mac.
Mitch Trubisky, not even gonna.
Yeah, I
He's
don't even know why
trash.
he's yeah.
Tua
Bro,
Tagovailoa.
bro, just put the last three in trash.
Average. Two is average. Chill.
Right? Like, what is he talking about? I think I'm putting him in front of Teddy B.
All right, I can see that. Okay,
Let Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
trash. Carson is average, bro. Do not put him in good.
I'm putting. He's better than those two people.
All right, I know exactly what I'm doing
And,
and what
and
I'm up
Zach
on.
Wilson. All right, I feel like we have to get more people in the almost elite tier. I just think that's something that has to happen.
But Justin Herbert should be in the almost elite tier.
All right, so we're gonna put Justin Herbert. Where do we have him? In front of Joe Burrow? In front
He's
of Derek
in front of
Carr?
Derek Carr. In front of Derek Carr.
All right,
No, we need to move some of these elite quarterbacks
down. Who needs to go
down.
down? You
What
wanna?
do you
You
mean? We
wanna?
got we got six
All
right
right,
now.
time out. Your DL. You want to use your first bump? Who are you bumping?
I'm definitely bumping Deshaun Watson down to almost elite. Bro.
All right, where is he at in the almost elite tier?
He's definitely in front of Russell Wilson. He's behind Matthew Stafford right now. You need and I also wanna for my two bumps. My second bump would be. Well, can I swap? Would that count as a bump?
Yeah, who you swapping?
Um, I don't really like Derek Carr in that almost elite category. I
So you
really
want to
don't.
Look
bump
at
Derek Carr down?
look at his statistics. That's all I have to say.
You want to
I'll
bump
do
Derek
that.
Carr down?
Yes.
All right,
Look
let's
at his
see.
statistics with everything he had to go through this year. Come on.
Where do you have him?
Right. Was that Kirk Cousins?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah, right there, right there. They're
All
the
right.
same quarterback to me.
Cubs, two bumps. What do you want to do? You can't reverse a bump that has already happened, by the way.
Oh, so you're telling me I should swap Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers so Lamar's number one?
We're
So it
not
can't be.
doing that.
I'm
We're
just
not doing that.
I'm joking, bro. Relax. Um.
Relax.
All right. Based off what I watched this year, I don't think Big Ben should be in the good category. I'm
So
not
then what?
swapping anybody. I'm just
So you're
bumping
moving
him down,
down, and where is
and
he
I'm
gonna
gonna.
be?
I will put him in front of. See, I don't even know Jalen Hurts being the first one at average. Um, I put him in front of Jared Goff or Jimmy G. It don't really matter. Jimmy G and him are flips to me. Um,
Next bump. If you don't see a bump, you don't have to make one,
Carson Wentz.
bro. Don't let me have to do it.
Bro, Carson Wentz is bro. He
All
was
right, all right,
average.
all
He
right.
was
Let
average
me.
this year.
All right,
He
you
was
want him at the
average this
front?
year. I
You
want him
want
at
him
the
at the
very
front?
front. Very front. He was average this year. He was 50-50. Like, what do you mean?
All right, well.
How's Carson? What? Oh my
All right.
god.
Bro, based
MVP.
off based off all the other guys that are in good except for maybe Jameis, I'd rather have them over
Baker
Carson.
Mayfield is better than Carson Wentz.
I'd rather have Baker over Carson.
Even
Yes.
y'all, you be saying Jimmy G's the best quarterback in the about to hit free agency right now. So like,
No,
what does that
I
mean?
said the one that makes the most sense if you're not trying to overspend. That's really what I say.
Carson Wentz is not good.
Carson
You
Wentz
think
is
Carson
gonna
Wentz
get
is trash?
Yeah, I mean, this list is out of whack altogether. I feel like,
All right.
but
When needs to be fixed? What needs to be
I
fixed?
think a lot of things need to be fixed. But this is
Well,
trial
what's
and
the
error.
first thing you'll fix
It's
besides
trial
I
and
don't
Brady
error.
think
being
so.
number one?
I mean, but like I said, we're
The
going off
top
of this
five
year. We're
the
going off
top
of
five
this
is
year, so
cool.
it's just kind of
I
because
think the elite and almost elite
The
tiers are
top
fine.
10 is cool. The good
I'm
is
iffy.
pretty.
I'm iffy about Justin Herbert, bro. I'm iffy about Justin Herbert.
He's the last though. He's last.
I'm iffy about how far back Tannehill is on the good.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Let me just make you guys feel a little bit better on the good list. He's not better than any of these four quarterbacks right here.
who is it?
He moved
Kyler
the. He already
Murray,
did it.
Kirk
He already did.
Cousins,
Uh,
Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott. He's not better than any of them.
I don't know, bro.
Who
I
did?
think
Who? Which one of those four he's
If we're
better than?
going off of this year, that's why I say it's kind of who had the better season,
He didn't have a better season than any of them.
Tannehill.
Yeah.
Without
Tannehill. Tannehill
winning
has
games
had his average Tannehill season
without three of his best players.
That's
without
okay.
one of his best players really. Don't say Julio. Julio was hurt almost.
They were all out half the season at
But
least.
Julio didn't really do anything when he was out there healthy.
It doesn't matter. He's a target. AJ Brown, target.
That's
Derrick
cute. If
Henry,
you want to do the last 2 years, he's still not better than any of these people.
playoff contender every year.
That's okay. Great defense.
I mean, the only one
I
that
said great,
So,
the only one
what?
not great.
I don't. I mean, I
He
know I put
lost
him
his
in
team in the
good,
playoffs game.
but I mean, Jameis could not be in the good spot too. He could be one
All
of the top
right.
average ones.
That was my bump. That he's
See,
getting dropped to average,
yeah.
and
So
he's
I mean,
below
well, I just know what he's capable of. You know what I mean? That's the only reason he's capable of being good.
and we could make
I
Teddy
feel like
B the
we got to
face of
change from the worst
trash.
to great.
See, I
Which
don't
one is
even like
better?
Heineke being average, bro.
I feel like almost elite is like too too high of a standard. We got to change that to great.
All right, let me change that to great. All right.
That looks better.
Yeah, if we're turning it to great, Derek Carr is a great quarterback.
Oh my
There we
god.
Is
go.
he not?
There we go. Now
Wait,
the
wait,
discussion
wait, wait,
begins.
wait, wait.
Now the
Is he?
discussion begins.
Is he not? Because Wayne,
Yo,
There we go.
Wait,
yo,
Let's do it.
wait.
yo,
Did
look at
you did you or did you not state that you would love to have Derek Carr in Pittsburgh if that the chance come? Because they would make you a Super Bowl team. You did. You did. Oh my god, you did.
No. Hey, now hey, there's a
Hey,
discussion now.
Don't step back. Don't step back on that
I
now.
just edited the tier for you, bro. What do you want me to do?
He's a really good quarterback.
Oh my god, dude.
He could be the face of the really good
All
quarterbacks.
right.
Let's do that. Is that not good?
5,000 yards is really good. You're right. I think that's.
Then, but if you're gonna do that, I would have to put Dak Prescott right behind him, bro.
All right, let me just edit this. We could put him in the great quarterback tier, but he could be the back. Dak
Yeah,
is
I'm
not
not
better
talking
than
about.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Dak is not better than Kirk Cousins. I'm not putting Dak in the face of that, bro.
There's the
So
same.
so it's but it's a little controversial even with Kirk because if you look at Kirk's stats this year, motherfucker balled.
Bald.
He had like 27 touchdowns and like only like 4 interceptions at
I
one
feel like
point.
trash is harsh. So below
He
average.
got JJ and Adam Thielen. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
And the
Thielen was hurt.
29th ranked
Thielen was
defense.
Dalvin
hurt.
for most of the year.
Thielen was hurt most of the year.
Yeah, Thielen was
Dalvin
hurt,
was
but
hurt a good
Dalvin for most
part
of
of the year.
yeah. All
That
right.
boy was out there playing with
Yeah.
KJ Osborne and
All right,
Tyler
so
Conklin.
this is everyone fine with the list now? See, now that
Yeah,
you made me change, no, I'm just making it good, bro. Because I can't put Baker in the really good tier. Like, no,
nah,
Baker can't be in there. He
Yeah,
can't be in
Becky
the really
was
good
good.
tier.
put good because I don't even
Yeah,
think Matt Ryan's really good. He just good
good.
right now
So
at
we
this
have
part.
great, good, average. So in the elite tier, we have Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. No, Lamar shit made me shiver a little bit. I don't know if we want to put him in the elite tier. I might make him the face of great quarterbacks. Um,
Nah, he's in the elite.
Great quarterbacks. We have Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson. We don't care if he did not play or not. Russell
Hmm.
Wilson, Joe Burrow, Josh Herbert. Is his name Josh Herbert? Am I saying his name right?
Josh is up
Justin
there.
Justin.
Yeah.
Herbert. Justin
Josh is
Herbert.
up there.
Derek Carr. In the good tier, we have Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan. No, that's Tannehill, Matt Ryan, Baker Mayfield. And I just want to. Can I switch Baker and Carson Wentz, please? Can I really do that?
Switch
If we're
Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz,
nah,
bro.
nah, nah. If we're doing that based off
Switch
this
Matt
year,
Ryan and
nah.
Carson
If we're
Wentz.
doing that based off this year, Jimmy Garoppolo is good because he led his team to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, Jimmy G is better than Jalen Hurts. I don't know what we're doing right here. He's actually the captain of average
I
That's
would,
quarterbacks.
that's what I said.
I would
I
flip
said
Baker,
that.
yeah, Baker and Jimmy if anybody out of that.
I don't
All
understand why
right.
Matt Ryan's up there. That's
That me, me
that's
neither.
blowing
Me
my
neither.
mind.
Me
Like
neither.
at
You
least
know
just
why?
passing over that.
You,
Like
you know why he's up there, Dio? Is because he threw to Kyle Pitts for 1,000 yards this year. That's the
All right,
reason.
bro. Does this make you guys happier?
that does. That definitely does.
You,
I
yeah,
like that
that's a lot better.
because at least all of these quarterbacks made the
Yeah, put him
playoffs.
in trash. Is below
We
average.
changed it in below average.
My
Trash is
bad.
harsh.
My
These
bad.
All
quarterbacks
right.
at least made the playoffs.
Okay.
Done.
I just don't like Big Ben being this far back then. Like, nah, bro.
Put him in the face of the average. What you talking about? He went to the playoffs.
He went to the playoffs. He give you the face of the average. Okay. All right. Now let's elite. We have Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Even though I think Tom Brady should be behind Patrick Mahomes, I think both of them should be. Um,
Oh
Josh
my
Allen,
no.
Lamar Jackson. Great. We have Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, um, Russell Wilson, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr. Then good, we have Colin Murray, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Ryan Tannehill, Jimmy G. And then average, we got Big Ben, Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Jameis,
Switched
Jared
him.
Goff,
Switched him.
Mac Jones, Dak Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Tua. Then we got Taylor Heineke, Teddy B, Nah, bro, this is nasty, bro. There's no way I'm saying that.
We
There's no
can't.
way, bro.
I told you.
Bruh,
We cannot charm on that and
yes,
say we, bro.
that's overrated, but it's okay.
Somebody
Bro,
got
this
bumped
is
down there, Wayne. Somebody got bumped
this is
down.
this. There's no way, bro.
Somebody got bumped in trash, bro. You might Baker been moving on the board a little bit too much. You might had to move Baker
But
down
I
there.
ain't gonna lie, Trevor Lawrence did not play that great this year, so not even average. He threw a lot of interceptions,
All right,
but
so we're
but he's
gonna
number
talk
one
about
pick.
Troll.
But he's number one pick. So how can you call
All
him a
right, so
below?
he can be the number
Yeah,
one below average pick.
201 straight.
that's what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying.
how I feel too.
Yeah,
So, I think we're
yeah.
wilding, bro.
We got all the
I think
rookies.
Jared Goff has to
Who?
go to below average, bro. Like his team was
Ah,
ass.
Yeah.
this team was
Thank you.
bad, but
Thank
he
you.
did all he could. He did all he could.
He got
Why
all
you
his
change
good.
it? Why you say trash, bro? What?
That's harsh. All right. So yeah, that is our tier list. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna upload this and put this on IG for sure. Um, QB list. So yeah, we're definitely doing that. All right. So I do want to talk about one of the QBs that's in here, and that is my guy. That is my guy, Carson Wentz. It is projected that the Colts are looking to trade or release him by March 13th when his salary is fully guaranteed. Where do you guys see him landing? Where do you guys want to see him land? What do you guys think?
Carson Wentz. Um, what do we have him on? Average? Average quarterback?
He was an average quarterback. He was number three of the average quarterbacks.
So yeah, he would for me he would fall under that category of like going to any team. Like Washington, New Orleans, teams like that to just be a game manager because they missing something like young, not young, but like a vet. I would say. I'm sorry, not young, but a vet around young pieces. Uh, so so I would say he's efficient. He's not great in my opinion, but he can go somewhere and definitely add value. He's not going to be a liability anywhere if he can, get his turnover ratio better, and his decision making better, get behind a good coach. But like I said, he's a vet, knows the game, so I feel like he can go into a young team, um, and do the same thing like Jimmy G would do, or a Dak Prescott would do. You know, yeah, I think I would like him in Dallas. That'd be, I doubt he does something like
I'm
that.
going to be a backup in Dallas? No chance.
I mean, they talking about getting Dak out of there. They love Dak, but they're talking about he ain't doing what he need to be doing. But he'll fit somewhere like I said, Washington, somewhere like that. They don't need quarterbacks if he does leave. Because the Colts is, to me, the Colts is like a you know pretty mid team as well. You know,
I mean, it's a lot of money to dish out for him, so I can see why they would like to release him. I want the camera right on me, like Stephen A. says. Steelers, go get him. Go and get him. I take Carson Wentz over any quarterback in this draft class, even Malik Willis. Um, Carson Wentz has never been surrounded around the talent like that Prescott. The one year he was surrounded with some type of talent, he was going to win MVP until injury. We have a defense, and we do need some offensive line help, but guess what? He's mobile. He's never played with the receiving core that we have. Never in his career. He's never played with a receiving core like Chase Claypool. I know we're going to sign Juju back, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Fryermuth. He's never played with a receiving core like that. Then you got Najee Harris out the backfield. We don't have to waste a pick on a quarterback in this draft. We can try to sign an own lineman in the offseason and get an own lineman in the draft or a linebacker, somebody. And Carson Wentz could be our quarterback for the next 5 to 8 years. And I think with a coach like Mike Tomlin to really groom him and instill confidence in him, He can do some great things here, and we can win a Super Bowl with Carson Wentz. So as a Steeler fan, I'm saying we should go get Carson Wentz. I've always been high on Carson Wentz. I still think to this day, and that's why I'm mad we did this tier list and Dak was in front of him. I think Carson Wentz is still better than Dak Prescott. He always beat him head to head, and he always had lesser weapons. So I think he's better than him. I think he's better than Kirk Cousins. I think he's better than Kyler Murray too. He's just been dealt some shitty hands. So get him, make him have this receiving core, put an offensive line around him, and we're going to see him slowly creep his way in a year from now into that great quarterback territory. So that's all I got to say. People were down on Derek Carr before after he had a great season. It took him a couple years to come back, and now look where he's at. So that is the trajectory I'm giving for Carson Wentz. So let's go ahead, Steelers. Let's go get him. I hope the Colts get rid of him, and I hope we scoop him up, pay him, put him on like a $5 million deal, get him, let him prove himself, which he's gonna do with the weapons we have, weapons galore. Get him some offensive line help, and let's go run the table. We can
I'm
win the
kind
Super Bowl as
I'm
soon as next year.
kind of baffled a little bit with what you said.
Why are you baffled?
You fucking called Carson Wentz a mobile quarterback. He's not mobile anymore. He
I
hasn't
was
been
saying
mobile.
the
He
first thing you
Bro,
hasn't
he
been
can
said
mobile.
was
He
run.
hasn't been, no, he hasn't been mobile since his ACL.
I haven't
Wait, so when
like
he
I
was
haven't
what's
pictured
the wrong?
Carson
When he
Wentz
went
I've
to
running
the
seen
anymore
it.
playoffs,
without an
I've,
injury.
I've,
bro,
I've
he's
seen him.
still mobile,
I've
bro.
seen him
He's
get
still
caught
mobile.
like
He
this
he,
year.
he not he not a scrambler. He can run and
Carson Wentz
extend
is a dual
plays.
threat. That's what I wanted to
He's
say.
not a dual threat. God damn,
Yes, he
no.
is,
Carson Wentz.
bro.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop
What'd you
it.
say, Chris?
No, stop it. He is as much of a dual threat as when I was trolling Mac Jones being a dual threat.
Bro,
He is
he's
not a
way
dual threat.
faster than Mac Jones. What are you talking about, bro?
Not
Stop it.
anymore. He maybe
Hey,
Carson Wentz
Carson
before the
Wentz is not a dual
ACL.
threat, bro. He's not.
Bro, he
I mean,
ran for
not.
215 yards this year.
That's,
Before the ACL, he never ran for that many yards.
that's a lie.
Congrats. You're not a mobile quarterback with 250
Bro, we're
yards.
not running plays for him, bro. He could do what Joe Burrow does and run out the pocket. Is Joe Burrow not mobile?
He's not a. He's
He's
not a design
extender.
run.
Look,
He's
Yeah, he's not. All
yeah.
quarterbacks
That's
are.
all. That's all he can
Most
do.
quarterbacks are extenders,
look.
That's what I'm saying. He's not like Big Ben
but he's
and
not.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady just
yeah.
standing back there taking hits. He can escape
Carson
the pocket,
Wentz.
extend the plays.
I'm not. I love that your optimism.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
like your.
optimism.
I
We
like
It
your
need
is
to go
optimism.
get
optimism.
him.
It is
We need to go.
optimism because you're saying get him. We're going to Super Bowl. He's going to make a Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
No,
He's not.
fact.
He is an average quarterback.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason why he's an average quarterback, based off of what you said, exactly. If the listeners want to hear what you have to say about Carson Wentz, go back to the first episode. This man literally admitted this dude played ass this year. I get you have
He
guys that are
could play
different,
the ass this year. That's
bro.
okay.
Okay, but one thing we know about Carson, and it's been Carson. Don't matter if he gets next week, he's choking.
yeah,
He's not a
He's
winner.
choking. He's led his
Yes,
team on playoff runs. What are you talking about? What Greg
So,
Ward
oh,
was his
so,
best receiver. You know who Greg Ward is? He played
bro. He's a
quarterback at the
choker,
University of Houston. How? What?
bro. He
Come on.
chokes.
Is Dak a choker?
Yeah,
All right.
but all right.
Is
So
Lamar
this
a
is
choker?
no. He's the reason why I say this, dude. He's a choker. Okay, you're gonna say he's a choker. There's two games that he lost, and he got to play the whole playoff game. He had 2 games, 500 total yards. The first game, first rookie year, he had a bad playoff game. It was his rookie season. The other one, he got hurt. Those 4 games, he got hurt. One, the two other ones, he had 500 plus yards, and the other one was his rookie year. He's still young. He's still 22 years old, 23 years old.
Bro, he has 10 game winning drives. How is he a choker?
Lamar had about what 7 this year. Big whoop.
10 game winning
well,
drives.
He's not
When
winning
he
you a Super
scored
Bowl.
when
He's
when
not
he
winning you a
scored
Super
touch
Bowl.
when he scored touchdowns and not kick field goals.
Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz will be good for y'all in terms of keeping y'all in games, but he's not winning you a Super Bowl.
He's winning us a Super Bowl.
All right, so this is my
no.
three. All right. This is what my only realistic one I could assume, but I'm not putting Steelers because I think you guys should go somewhere else. But I could see Carolina. Carolina with Matt Rule. Matt Rule is always in the market of finding a vet quarterback. I don't think the answer is go draft a quarterback this year for him. I think that would be a decent team for him. This is my dark horses, though. I really think he could fit in a vacancy in Green Bay. I don't think Jordan Love's the answer. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is coming back. I mean, well, he could come back, but the likelihood of him not coming back is high because of the money situation and the rebuild. So Green Bay is one option I can see Carson Wentz playing in. I'm not going to say the Saints, even though that would be not a bad pick. Like, I mean, DL, you
Why
said
are you
Saints,
trying to
right?
send him to purgatories?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, what do you mean purgatories?
Not good places to play in where he
Green
can't
Bay, Green
contend.
Bay is a good organization to play in. Let's not talk about Green
He's
Bay
not going to
poorly.
contend because Devontae Adams is gone.
We're talking
Well,
about
he's
where
on
he's
the
going to
bench,
start and actually do. I mean, he's
bro.
not
He
going to
can
do anything where he
start
goes. He's not going to, bro. I
on,
know you want him on your Steelers, bro. He's not making you a Super Bowl team.
bro. He can literally
He's not.
make any team a
He's
playoff
better off
team.
with the Colts and the Steelers, man. You do
That's
realize
what I'm
that.
saying.
No, how is he better off with the Colts than the
You
Steelers?
said Najee Harris. Jonathan Taylor's better than Najee Harris. Michael Pittman
Yeah.
better than Chase Claypool. If T.Y. Hilton could get healthy,
Wait,
so would
time
T.Y.
out. If
Oh
Michael Pittman was on the Steelers, he would be James Washington. Stop
And,
it.
I mean, but
no,
Michael
he's
Pittman is
Juju.
Michael
If
Pittman is
Michael
a
Pittman
good
was on the
factor.
Steelers
He's a
right
good
He
role
would be
now,
player.
Juju.
he'll be
Bro,
our fourth receiver.
If Juju goes to any other team, Juju's not a 1A or 1B, bro. Like,
Michael Pittman's Juju. Let's
come
be
on,
honest.
bro.
No, he's not. He
Juju's
would
not
literally
no
be James Washington,
bro.
bro.
Juju's not no playmaker,
Do
bro. The
not
only
try
reason why, bro, come
Michael
on,
Pittman,
bro.
bro.
He would
Come
literally
on, bro.
be James Washington, bro. He would not be
Zach
on the
Pascal
field.
He
is
is
better than
literally the same player that Juju is.
bro. Come on.
Literally.
He's not better, though. Is he better than
Juju's
Juju?
Juju's not a 1A or 1B on any other team, bro.
Juju's a number two receiver in the league.
So if I
Number
go up and
two,
look at his stats and he's got 1,000
number
yards,
two, not one
He
A or
got a
one
thousand
B.
yards this year.
He's not a 1A or 1B.
he's
He's a
Juju
Juju.
got hurt.
I agree. I agree.
How many how
He's only
many
Juju
1,000
because
yards years Juju have? I'm curious.
but he's
I
only
think he got
Juju
two.
because AB was
Okay,
getting doubled.
but those two was when he had who with him?
AB.
No, he
Okay,
got one without AB.
Michael Pittman doesn't have anybody like AB.
He's a number one receiver, so he gets the ball thrown to him.
Juju's supposed to be the number one receiver on that team, is he
But
not?
yeah, we got
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson, who's
I
a
know,
Pro Bowler.
now Deontay Johnson is established himself as the number one receiver. Prior
Deontay
to
Johnson
that,
got two,
prior
but
to this
Juju got
year,
hurt.
Juju
Juju
was
got
number one
hurt.
receiver, right?
He got hurt two
I
years
give
in a
I
row.
give you Deontay Johnson, bro, and that's it. They still have Zachary
Chase
Pascal,
Claypool is better than
who's
Michael Pittman, bro. Stop it. Pat Fryermuth is better than any tight end on that
I
team.
don't know, dude.
Stop it.
People are trying to get Chase Claypool out of here, and we're going to be here and say that for
That's
people.
because of TikTok.
I've seen people say, let's get Chase Claypool out of here and get Jimmy G
Chase
for him.
Claypool should be better than what he is. You can't say he is better than what he is.
TikTok. That's
He
because
should be better than what
TikToks.
he is. What TikToks? No, but
I'm
you
saying
said
that's
No,
it
why
he
people
yourself. He can
hate.
barely catch,
he
That
does
is true.
he pushes off a
He
lot
does.
too, and he's
bro.
six
He's
four.
that big of a target, bro. Bro, come on now.
Come on, he's right,
Michael Pittman would be a number four receiver on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm standing on that
bro. That's
statement.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I'm standing on that statement. You
AB,
guys
but
are
If
like
wrong.
I said, he's in a
he would
better.
be your second or third, maybe second receiver, maybe third. I'll give
That's
Chase
crazy.
It's a
his thing.
high likely he'll be third or
Is
fourth.
Juju on this roster?
Yeah, Juju's on this roster.
Yeah, he's third. Chase Claypool. I don't. He's sold too much for me. I want Pittman.
That's
Pittman.
to you. But if he was playing, he would not be playing on our team. We're getting James Washington minutes. It's a
Get T.Y.
fact.
Hilton healthy and they be fine, bro.
T.Y. Hilton
Hey,
is goddamn Tom Brady's age. What are you
hey,
talking about?
Big Ben
Nobody
said
knows.
James Washington should have more time than Chase Claypool.
He should have. That's a
So,
fact.
but
They love Chase Claypool. But yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, we have way more offensive power than the
I
Colts.
just don't see it. I think you guys are probably going to go somewhere else, and honestly,
When it happens, I just want you guys to call me, a
I like
fortune
that
teller.
Deshaun Watson move better than that.
Yeah, I would love that. I
Rudolph.
would love the Deshaun Watson move, but I just
Mason
don't think that's
Rudolph
gonna
got more
happen.
chemistry than Carson Wentz gonna have. He ain't gonna be able
Bro,
to take
all
the
this
Pittsburgh
quarterback
pressure.
talk and your guys'
That's
quarterback next year is going to be Mason Rudolph. So
and I will be rooting for the
Mason Rudolph.
Chiefs. All right, let's go. Front office. You guys know how it goes. GM for one team. We decide on one or two moves that will make them a contender and move them in the proper direction. So this week we're going to start off with the New Orleans Saints. What would you guys do with this horrid franchise?
I'm cutting Taysom Hill. That's numero uno, biggest issue.
And then second issue,
Cap as a whole. I got all my really good players are basically headed out the door. My left tackle is headed out the door. Well, my coach is heading out the door. But they got I think 22. What's his name? Deuce Gardner. I don't know. This might be his last. They're gonna run into some issues money wise. I really don't know how to fix the Saints other than it's hard to fix the Saints right now. Let's be honest. I don't know what we can do with what we have with the money situation. So I can't say,
so
hey, let's go out and get this player because we're not going to be able to afford that player. You know what I mean?
mhm. So for
So
me,
yeah,
as a GM, 2022-2023 season is washed. There's nothing we're doing here. So we're cutting Taysom Hill, getting that out of there. I'm trading away Michael Thomas, and I'm trading away Gilmore. Not Gilmore. What's the corner?
Oh, Marcus Lattimore.
Marcus
Marshawn
Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Yeah,
Marshawn Lattimore.
Marcus
I
Williams
think
is safety.
I think our defensive end, he's maybe a little too old to get. Probably could get a fourth round pick from him, but I'm just stacking up on picks. Trading away all those big contracts we have, and I'm stacking up on some draft picks. Got a lot of second and third round picks for those guys. And we're gonna see if we could go in the Bryce Young or Stroud sweepstakes. Um, so those are the moves I'm making. I'm trading a lot of my cap heavy vets. We have some cap space for the following year. So when we draft a quarterback, we can actually be able to um, go ahead and pick up some free agents in next year because this year's free agent class is good, but it's going to be a lot better in the next 2 to 3 years. So, and that CJ Stroud, Bryce Young sweepstakes. So, 2022 and 2023 is just a wash for me.
Um, yeah, the Saints look pretty bad. Kamara's probably going to not play with them next year. So I'm probably
Yeah,
getting rid of like you said, Taysom Hill, Michael Thomas, and definitely Jameis Winston. And trying to get in the quarterback and this, whatever else I get in, you know, draft. But I'll try to aim high for a quarterback. Um, and with those
I forgot
trades,
about Alvin Kamara.
yeah,
so so
with those trades, that should free up some cap. Alvin Kamara gone, that should free up some cap.
So,
And
that's if he goes to, that does hinge if he goes to jail or not.
isn't
yeah,
that Taysom Hill contract? Isn't there like options in it? Like the opt.
Yeah, they could
So like
save money.
yeah, so they can get money back out of that, not pay him all that money. Every
Mm.
see that's one thing Sean Payton did fuck him, fuck the Saints
But
on the way out.
he
He
restructured that
he
contract.
yeah, he worded it weird. So like they can switch it from 30 million to like 2 or 5. I don't know what it is, but like not all that money. So I think
Mm.
there's a way to get around that.
So yeah, yeah, we got to figure out what's up with Alvin Kamara situation as well, and then I'll get rid of him. I think it's just time to do a full on rebuild. Get some young talent in there. Got a new head coach. Get some new energy in the building. Um,
Do you
that's
think
what I'll
Cameron
do.
Jordan needs to request to get out of there?
Yeah, I think the most you get from him is a fourth or a fifth rounder, though. So
I know he's like a home, like he's trying to stick with it, but like that's all good. Like
no, he's gonna have to get out of there. I would just trade him just to get some ticks off of him instead of let him just retire. That's just me. Um, but the next team that we're gonna play GM for is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who just hired Doug Peterson. So first, you guys tell me if you think that was a good move on their end, and then let me know what moves you think they should do.
I know Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I mean, not quarterback, coach. Um, and this might sound wild for me to say, but I don't think Doug Peterson's like all that like they talk about like all cracked up to
Yeah,
be.
that is wild for you to say.
I mean,
It made Nick Foles look good.
I guess, yeah. I mean, maybe he's a
You don't
quarterback
think Carson
whisperer,
Wentz? You don't think Carson Wentz is that good? He made Carson Wentz look good.
but all right,
Super. He
but he
won the
didn't.
first
But he
Super Bowl
didn't
for
look. But he
Philly.
didn't look Jalen look good. And then that next year, what happened? He can't be
Jalen
very
looked
good
good.
one year and then mediocre the next year, and then be out of there the third year.
Who?
I'm talking about their head coach Doug Peterson.
Well, first of all, you know what actually happened was that the owners wanted more say in game plan and changes. He won the Super
But
Bowl.
that team was not. But that team wasn't
They
that
want
good
but they
after
wanted
that.
him.
No, they went 13-3 that year.
That the won the Super Bowl year. Yes, the one year.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah, and then they
locker
went.
room was split.
Yeah,
Chubbs.
Yeah, one
they
year.
broke up after that. Nick Foles left
The
after that.
the locker room was split. What are you talking about? You can't win when the locker room split like that. They want half the locker room wanted Nick Foles to start. The other half of the locker room wanted
Yeah, he
Carson Wentz to
left.
start.
Didn't
Like yeah, like they were. There was no way that was gonna work for the next 2 years because that was the whole argument was like, oh, who should be playing, who should be starting? Oh, this guy just won a Super Bowl. Oh, this guy. They literally won the Super Bowl and they gave Carson Wentz a huge extension. So that whole locker room situation was messed up. Carson Wentz ain't trust him. The ownership ain't trust him because Carson Wentz and the ownership had their own thing. He kept going behind his back to go to ownership to make
So
sure that he played when he wanted Nick Foles to play because that's who was the one who won in the Super Bowl.
so Doug's gonna turn the ship around.
I think he's a great coach for Trevor Lawrence. He was a quarterback in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He's had good quarterbacks in the past, so I think he can really help turn it around. Um, so yeah, I think this was actually one of the best hirings of this offseason. One of my
I mean,
favorite hirings.
on paper, yes.
So, but as far as playing GM, what moves would you make?
Well, I'll start just because I've been going. So last draft, obviously, we got our quarterback. We spent money on some receivers, a little bit of pieces to put around them. We drafted Laviska Chenault in that same draft,
That's previous draft.
our previous draft. So we got receivers. We got Travis Etienne. We got a running back. The biggest thing I think they need to do offensively, they need to protect Trevor. They need some more linemen. That's the biggest need. I think offensive line, and then I could take my pick on the defensive side what they fucking need because you can literally just say any one of those positions because they're still playing with guys that I'm not even too familiar with that are in the league playing for them. There's some that they're good players, but on other teams they would be role players. You know what I mean?
Like a Joel
So
Edelman.
like yeah, like for instance, there's a DN that's starting for them. He was really good for the Ravens last year. His name's Shahad Ward. Or he's on like a Ravens or a Bucks or even on your Steelers. He'd be a rotational guy on a great defense. But on the Jags, he's a starter. So like you could really pick anywhere on that defense.
I mean,
To
they got Josh Allen. That's pretty good. And
oh Josh Allen, right?
they got Miles Jack. He's good as well. I think for me, my two moves would be to find a way to get a safety blanket tied in. Um, and then their receivers are really not that good to me. I mean, they're okay, but I don't think DJ Chark is going to come back and be the DJ Chark we think he's going to be.
I
So I
like
mean,
Marvin Jones though.
yeah, but he's not turning no heads for me.
He still makes plays.
You guys already know who I'm going to say they should go after. Mike Williams or
Mike
Allen
Williams.
Robinson or Allen Robinson. Huge Mike Williams and Allen Robinson guys. Bring A Rob back. New regime should be able to make some things work. Safety blankets. Need somebody who's going to guarantee catch the ball.
I don't know what their defense, pretty much looked like. It was terrible
They need
last
some
year.
DBs.
Yeah, last year.
They need
What I'm
some more pass rush too. They could use
what I
another
would
pass
do,
rusher.
as a GM, I'll probably just build up the whole receiving core. Um, I just don't like the receiving core
You
as I
sleep.
see it. It's a like I said, it's a couple names in there, but like
And they're all number two receivers, so
yeah,
none
there
Bro,
of
are.
them are
But
no good.
Chanel is
you
nice,
don't.
bro.
I feel like you don't need that. Either you're gonna have veteran receivers with a rookie quarterback, or rookie receivers with a
But
veteran
that
quarterback.
goes with being on a team that hasn't been successful. You're gonna have that type of No,
But
no vet that's really good is
Is
going to the
Marvin
Jaguars.
Jones is Marvin Jones Senior a top 20 receiver? Like you saying
No,
that's a
but
Scott
well, I'm
McCloud,
not
disrespectful?
Trevor
saying that. I'm
Boyle,
not saying that. I'm not saying
Tavon
that.
Austin. Come on, now those are people that
Tavon Austin,
Allen
I
Robinson might
wish he
probably
was a
be
lot
number
better than he
one.
was.
Yeah,
But
I mean, they could if they really utilize him.
Allen Robinson's not going back to Jacksonville.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's not
they've never
happening. That's not happening.
they've never really had like a good like number one receiver. So I feel like they should just try to go out and get two mid receivers or a tier one and a mid receiver for that combination. Just free up some space and start the rebuilding process that way. Because they ain't going they ain't going to change overnight. I think even if like you said we're hiring Doug Peterson, I don't know what his expectation the expectation is for him as far as like winning. I doubt they expect him to just come in there and start winning.
Yeah,
That's
so all he needs to do is win 5 games, and he'll be top 5 winningest coach in Jaguars history.
yeah, that's crazy. See, so that's a low standard. So I mean, this is
I think his job is to come in there and develop Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, and
That's really what it
you
is.
need weapons to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And eat ice cream. That's what
I
he's gonna
mean, they
do.
got a they got a run game, so he could definitely make some things shake.
Oh yeah. Also get rid
All,
of Carlos Hyde. That's
all
a
three of their
big
running
thing.
backs are hurt.
They'll be
Carlos
back.
Hyde.
James Robinson and
They tried James
Travis
Robinson
Etienne,
last
he's
year.
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
James
so
Robinson
he
should
was
be a
good at
starting running
Clemson.
back.
But a chemistry like Trevor Lawrence and Etienne, that should be that should be good because they came from Clemson. So we just gotta get healthy.
All right, I think we have one more topic.
I have a few. We should have talked this after we talk about Super Bowl. Do y'all are y'all buying AD retiring? And
Nah, I don't think McVay or him are
I think
retiring.
McVay might actually do it. And here's what I'll say.
He's
Um,
38, bro.
but listen, he's 38. I think he wants to start a family and spend time with his family and not have to be an NFL head coach and have to be always football 24/7. That's part of his
Mm-hmm.
big thing. He said he wants to spend more time with his family going forward. So someone has said like it's very possible he might walk away after this year if they want it, which they did, and sign one of these lucrative TV deals to be like a John Gruden and
Mm.
only work weekends and not have to be in the office every day, and he could be with family more. So they're saying that it's a very possible chance he does that because of the way he's been talking all week. So and I can see him doing that. I think he's gonna probably be in the booth one day. So
I mean, he's young. He had a chance to be one of the greatest coaches because how
Well,
young he is.
he
So
kind of is already in that discussion right now because he's been the Rams coach for 4 or 5 years, and he's been in 2 Super Bowls already,
hmm
and he's only 38, 36, whatever it is. It's insane. I don't think AD's retiring either, though. I think it's more he's trying to go. Hey, I've done everything now. There's nothing I need to accomplish. I've done it all, which is true. He's the greatest defensive player of all time, and he will be. But all right, that's all I had. That.
yeah, I don't think neither of them are retiring. Aaron Donald is a couple steps closer. Just has to continue on the path he's been on for the next 5 years. So 5 more years of this dominance, and he will be the greatest defensive football player to ever play the game. I don't care how mad DL gets looking at the
Well, that's
camera.
fair to say. You said 5 years. You said 5 years. You said
Yeah, 5 more years. 5 more
But
years
if
in
he's
this
talking
dominance.
about retire, I don't know if he's going to play 5 more years. I would give him 2 or 3 if he's already talking about that, and he's
Bro,
kind of
how
still
old is he?
young.
He said he's mad young.
I think he's like 29 or 30.
And he's like my age. He's 30. So he could play. All right, I give him 4 more years. He gets 4 more years to this. Then he'll
He's
do it.
not
He has to
not
at least
so young.
he has to at least hit 10 years of playing in the league before we give him
yeah, any
greatest.
type of
Yeah, any type of thing. He has to at least hit 10 years,
not gonna
So
try Sean Taylor.
or it's gonna forever be a what if because you
yeah,
have to have. I think you have to hit that 10 year career balance to solidify yourself. So that's my opinion. As far as
so
Sean McVay, I know, he probably has a wife, want to start a family. Makes sense. He's 37, 38, hasn't had kids yet. So, I mean, if he wants to retire, that would be nice and go. That would be one way to go out on your career is on the Super Bowl. But I still think he has one of the chances to be one of the greatest coaches or greatest offensive coaches. Get into that Andy Reid area if he keeps this up. So,
I agree.
All right, my last topic. AP got arrested for domestic violence. This time it wasn't like child abuse charges. It was now with his wife, and I think it happened.
at the
It happened,
airport.
yeah, a while ago. Not a while ago, but like didn't just happen. But he just got arrested for it. Do you think now that he's had two circumstances with different domestic violence, that's gonna hurt his Hall of Fame
Yeah.
chances? I think so too.
I think this one more so than the first one. The first one was just a child,
He was beating. I mean, he was. I mean, everybody
yeah,
beats a kid, but he was beating with like a switch, right, or something like that.
he's beating his child.
Yeah, yeah, he's being his child who just got in trouble for it. Right, that's it. But I mean, not as it's a new day and age.
You're right.
But this
Right.
one is this one is a lot more. Not the kid one wasn't serious, but this one is really. This was a really bad one. So yeah, I think it's really going to hurt his Hall of Fame status, and I hope that him and his wife get help if they're still together or not. I don't know the details of that, but just get help, man. Domestic violence is not cool. If you listen to this podcast, fellas don't hit on women. Women don't hit on men. It goes vice versa. But this
Do you
definitely
think?
will hurt him.
Random question, but do you think it's a running back thing? Ray Rice.
Then
Bro, run it,
Ray
bro. Ray
Rice,
Rice, Joe Mixon, Kareem
Kareem
Hunt,
Hunt.
yeah, they be wilding, bro.
Alvin Kamara. Yeah, but Alvin Kamara was a dude. But
Are they just
Yeah,
like tired of getting hit? No,
yeah, they try to get hit, so now they doing the hitting. That's wild.
that's crazy.
But nah, man, y'all be safe out here, man. Be safe out here. But final notes on the NFL season. What would you give this NFL season grade? Is it an A plus? Like as a season as a whole, what are your takeaways from this season? How do you feel about it, and what are you looking forward to next season?
I'll give it a B plus. The reason I say B plus is this year. Well, this year's has been a lot of competitive games. I'll give them that, but there has been a lot of controversial moments this year too, and it happens every year. But for it, people talking bad about 18 game season or 17 game season, I think they actually handled it pretty well. It was one of the most entertaining years. I'll give it that, but I'll probably give it as a whole a B plus, maybe A minus.
Um, I put this Super Bowl probably top three Super Bowls I've seen in my
Mm.
lifetime. It's up there with the San Antonio Holmes catch, and also with the Malcolm Butler pick.
Top three,
As far as making plays goes, close game
but
goes.
bro,
That Patriots game with the Seahawks
not
was
even that. I'm talking about the Saints Colts game. That was a fucking legendary game. Tracy
Saints.
Tracy
Sa-
Porter,
Saints
bro,
beat the
yeah,
ass low key.
that was a
I
legendary
think it was
game.
more about the emotions of Katrina for that one. But I'm
And then
surprised you didn't say the Falcons
the
Patriots
Falcons
game.
Patriots
Well, I mean that
28-3.
was a comeback, but that's just like that's
That's
just a Tom Brady.
amazing.
That was a Tom Brady comeback, and at the time, I low key felt like it was rigged and fluke. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, even if it
And then
wasn't, but you
how are we not
know,
going to say the Giants and Patriots? The catch.
that was just an upset. As far
One
as
of the, that,
as
that
far as like entertainment go, that was a low scoring game. As far as like entertainment
would
goes,
that
like
could be
great
considered
games.
one of the best ever. That was the undefeated
I'm
Patriots.
giving you my top three. I said
I'm
Santonio
just saying. I'm just
Santonio
saying.
Holmes catch, the Malcolm Bella pick. Those all those plays came down to one play, really in that last second. And then this one. Um, so yeah, I think it was a really good season. A lot of entertainment, a lot of excitement. The team that deserved it this year won it. The Rams, they definitely deserve it. Started off with 7-1, hit a few bumps in the road, pulled it together. Matthew Stafford was a long time coming, well deserved. Everybody, As far as like the defense, played well all year. OBJ came from a bad situation, was able to get out of the situation, make the best of it. And Donald, with the season he had, was able to capitalize and end with a ring. So I think it was the team that won it, deserved it. As far as everybody else, competition was there all year. I think the highlight of the season is definitely my man Antonio Brown. Uh, quitting the NFL, just showed up sitting next to Kanye with his mask on. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
He was like, "I'm not paying that much money for a ticket to watch a game like that." But,
He's trying to get Kanye to buy the Broncos.
so my grade is my
Oh
grade is
yeah,
an A plus. Grade
shout
is an
out
A
to
plus.
shout out to AB. You said A plus for the season, DL.
A plus for the season. Yeah.
Shout out to AB, man, president of Donda Sports. So I just want to give him a shout out there. President of Donda Sports Academy. That's a big deal, man. So shout out to him. But I agree with y'all. I give this season an A plus. The reason why I give it an A plus is because competition was there. We never had no clear cut favorite all year. It went up and down all year long. We had great moments. OBJ dad doing a 10-minute tape on how Baker sucks. Uh, we got AB quitting in the middle of the season. We got Tom Brady breaking Microsoft Surface things. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a good season, man. I think it was a really good season. I think before the playoffs, I probably would have gave the season like a B plus. But then we had, in my opinion, the greatest playoffs that we ever seen, where every game came down to the last minute, like literally every game.
I would put it in a different category of mine. A plus for playoffs, but like,
Now I'm saying the playoffs. That's a whole season. You
It's a
can't
season,
dismiss it.
bro.
but you
That's a
can't dismiss
season.
the. There's been
That's
there.
a
I'm telling you, I
that's
can't.
that's Think about it. If you think about this year, we had no clear cut favorites. We had people saying Patrick Mahomes was
Well,
washed,
no,
Josh Allen was mid, and then by the
you're
time the
right.
playoffs came around,
You're
everybody was
right.
like this. We had Mac Jones, we had the Patriots
We thought the Patriots
revived
was about to
themselves.
win the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I'm happy that there was new teams
Literally,
in the
in
Super
new
Bowl.
teams. Like at one point, we thought the Panthers were going to make a little playoff rush. We thought the Broncos were going to do something. You know what I'm saying? And the
Nah,
49ers came out of nowhere at the end of the year when everyone had written them off. Like it was a good season. So it was full of the controversy, full of the competition, full of the wins. Records were broken this year. Records were tied this year. They did a great job handling the extra game. So yeah, I think this was an A plus season, and I'm very excited for next year. I think it's gonna be even better, even though this draft class fucking sucks.
one thing one suggestion to make the league better as a whole: get rid of fucking turf fields. Play on grass.
Debo Samuel tweeted turf should be banned
Uh,
and
uh,
added the NFL.
Hmm.
there's no like that the non-contact injuries like taking like key players out of the games because of the field. It has to be addressed, dude. It happens too often.
Yeah,
Happened to Chase Young this year just because he was planning trying to get a sack. Like, and that field in Washington's terrible. If you ever been to a game and seen that shit, so
Wow.
go away from turf. Turf's bad.
Come to Pittsburgh.
because we're
Play
definitely got that grass.
play
So.
everything. Play every game in
You know, crazy
Pittsburgh.
when we was in college, bro. I hated that our field was grass, bro.
But
I
when we
fucking
played
only
at
played.
home, we always had the advantage.
Yeah, we did
Supposedly.
supposedly, but hey,
Allegedly.
man, we appreciate everybody for coming through again this week. I know we missed the basketball, but we got a big basketball one coming up later this week as well. We got to talk about your line, what's going on. So make sure you guys follow us if you're on YouTube. Get like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your people. FT Entertainment on Instagram, HD Sports Pod on Twitter, and House of Idol Sports on TikTok. Until next time, my name is Wayne. My guys DL and Smooth, and we'll see y'all later.
And Chubbs, DL and Smoog and Chubbs.
Yeah, it's late at night. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes.